Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreath.
Welcome back to News Watch 12 midday, and some of these temperatures are, well, pretty much all of them are below average for this time of the year and for this time of the day. 30s and 40s still over on the east side, 40s and 50s for Siskiyou County, a pair of 50s for Medford and Grants Pass, and we're at 46 degrees there along the coast in Brookings. We continue to see this constant onslaught of moisture from the coast going into the west side valleys, turning into some heavier snow up in the Cascades, probably some heavy wet snow, just given those snow levels right around 6,500 feet. Maybe a little bit lower than that. And some of this is starting to make it over to the east side, but the ongoing trend for today is that a lot of the rain is going to be shielded from Siskiyou County, Klamath County, and Lake County because this storm system is just going to get eaten alive by the mountain ranges, the Cascades and Siskiyous to be specific. So as we head into the evening, you can see that most of the rain is still again to the west of the Cascades and to the north of the Siskiyous. And then look, by the time we get to midnight, we're just a little bit past midnight, but you can see in that same quadrant is where we're going to be holding on to some of the wet weather, staying dry for Klamath Lake and Siskiyou counties. And then Friday will start off mostly dry, but here comes that next storm system approaching from the northwest, and that'll bring us some wet weather into Saturday morning, although it does look like Friday and Saturday are going to be much drier than today. Let's take a look at some of those projected rainfall totals through Saturday, and you can kind of see the disparity between Siskiyou County, Klamath County, Lake County, and the rest. We're going to get some beefy rainfall totals along the coast and especially up in the coastal ranges. Not as much within the Rogue Valley, but at the very least still more than what we're seeing to the south of the Siskiyous and to the east of the Cascades. Now, I've already mentioned those snow levels right around 6,500 feet for today, so we're not going to see really any impacts from any snow in some of our lower elevations, but up towards Crater Lake and Diamond Lake, we could have anywhere between 6 to 8 inches of snow falling, and again, this would be heavy, wet snow at times. Let's take a look at your coatcast today for the Rogue Valley. Of course, we're going to go with a rain jacket as we're expecting rain all throughout the day. And even if it's not raining, I think a light jacket wouldn't be a bad idea just because of how cool we're going to be today. Temperatures really having a tough time even making it out of the 50s. So for today, kind of the bottom line is that we will have wet weather, but it's mainly going to be in Jackson, Josephine, and Curry counties, although we're not ruling out some showers to sneak into Siskiyou County and over to the east side. The other big story today is just how blustery those winds will be, gusting out of the southwest anywhere between 30 to 40 miles per hour outside of the Rogue Valley. Then overnight, we dry out for Siskiyou County and the east side. Winds kind of hold steady, but we do hold on to some of those showers in, again, Jackson, Josephine, and Curry counties. Let's take a look at that weekend forecast for the coast, and unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on the way you look at it, we're going to hold on to the rain, at least for Saturday. The rain chances do go down pretty significantly as we go into Sunday, and they go down even more as we head into the beginning portions of next week. It'll be nice to finally just get a breather from some of the wet weather, and then it does look like we have another little system that's going to move through on Wednesday, although that one doesn't look to be too dramatic. Here's your 7-day forecast along the coast. Again, we're just stuck in this wet stretch of weather. It does calm down a little bit as we get into the middle of next week. And then for Siskiyou County, we will see a big stretch of dry weather. This is probably going to be the longest consecutive days of dry weather that we've seen in quite some time, and also warming up and feeling very spring-like, getting into the 70s and 80s. So how about that after we had a week that started off with snow down in the Shasta Valley. Then over for the east side, we're also going to go through that same storyline with temperatures getting above average and spring-like for Saturday and Sunday. And of course, whenever we start to get warmer weather and we start to see that windy icon there on the screen, we get a little bit concerned about fire danger, although nothing really jumps off the map right now. And then for the mountains, with some of those warmer conditions, we're going to see that snowpack melting down, although of course our snowpacks are near 100% with that graphic that I showed a little bit earlier in the show, so that's definitely some good news. And then for the Rogue Valley, partially drying out this weekend, but definitely warming up as we're going to get back into the mid-70s.